Hi chosen ones, welcome back to my channel. It's the woman of the father. If you're new here, welcome, and if you returning, guys, y'all already know what it is on this channel. We are lit over here for the most high, and that's period, that's point, and that's blank. Okay. And so guys, I just want to come on here with the reading of the book of Enoch. This is sequel 10. If you have not checked out my other videos with the book of Enoch, please go back and check them out. This right here is almost like, I think it's like the last sequel, okay, of the book of Enoch, okay? And so, last time we read the book of Enoch, we stopped at chapter 32. We're reading down to 33 today. And so, let's begin, okay? And it says, "And from thence I went to the ends of the earth, and saw there great beasts, and each differed from the other. And I saw birds also differing in appearance and beauty and voice, the one differing from the other. And to the east of those beasts I saw the ends of the earth, whereon the heaven rests, and the portals of the heaven open. And I saw how the stars of the heaven came forth, and I counted the portals out of which they proceed, and wrote down all their outlets of each individual star by itself, according to their number, and to their names, their courses, and their positions, and their times, and their months. Uriel, the holy angel who was with me, showed me. He showed all things to me, and wrote them down for me. Also their names he wrote for me, and their laws, and their companies." Chapter 34, y'all. We're going down. Chapter 34, going down. "And from thence I went towards the north to the ends of the earth, and there I saw a great glorious device at the ends of the whole earth, and there I saw three portals of the heaven open, and the heaven through each of them proceeded north winds. When they blow, there is cold, hail, frost, snow, dew, and rain. And out of the portal they blew for good. But when they blew through the other two portals, it was with violence and affliction on the earth. And they blew with violence." Ooh, okay. Chapter 35. "And from thence I went towards the west of the ends of the earth, and saw there three portals of the heaven open, such as I had seen in the east, the same number of portals, and the same number of outlets." Chapter 36, guys. "And from thence I went to the south, to the ends of the earth, and I saw there three open portals of the heavens, and thence there come dew, rain, and wind. And from thence I went to the east, to the ends of the heavens, and saw here the three eastern portals of heaven open, a small portal above them. Through each of these small portals pass the stars of the heaven, and run their courses to the west on the path which is shown to them. And as often as I saw, I blessed always the Father of glory, and I continue to bless the Father of glory, to his worth great and glorious wonders, to show the greatness of his works to the angels and the spirits, and to man, that they might praise his work and all his creation, that they might see the work of his might, and praise the great work of his hands, and blessed him forever." And so basically the book of Enoch, y'all, is the sum is all up. The book of Enoch shows that the Father is who he say he is. The book of Enoch shows that the Most High, that sit high and look low, his design, his creation never changes. It does the same thing at the same time every year. It never changes. Okay? And it talks about how creation was kind of destructed by the fallen angels, these watchmen that the Father had in the heaven, that he trusted in and gave them position, just like he gave the stars position, just like he gave the moon, the sun, the water, the wind, everything, the fire. He gave everything a position. He gave these watchmen a position in the heavens to watch over mankind. And what they did, they started lusting over the women of the earth. And so they came into accordance and came down here on the earth and made an oath on Mount Hermon to come down here and make wives, impregnate the women of the earth. They was lusting how beautiful they was, and they made an oath to make them wives and get them pregnant. And so they did that. And once they got these women pregnant, they had these Nephilims, which was these giants. And also, not only did they do that, they start telling things of the heaven that was not supposed to be told. Horoscopes, how to make swords, how to make jewelry, how this works, how that works. Stuff that was not supposed to be told, okay? And so the Father entrusted Enoch, out of all people. He fell asleep one day, and in his sleep, the Father showed him all the things of the heavens and stuff like that. And he interceded for the watchmen, okay? Because after the watchmen came down here, them fallen angels came down here and did what they did, they was forbidden. They was kicked out of heaven. And so after they did what they did, they felt bad that the world, these Nephilims that they made, they started to destroy the world and come against one another and eat flesh, and they like destroyed the flock, the animals. They were just destroying everything upon the earth. And so the Father had to come down here and destroy them, and like kind of create a new earth. But he bound the leaders, all them angels who came down here and made an oath. He bound them down here under the rocks of the earth. And their spirits are still down here on this earth to oppress, attack, and come against, afflict, and all these things against the people of this world. And so, like I said, the Father entrusted Enoch to intercede for them. And so the angels was kept telling Enoch, like, could you go back to the Father and tell him, you know, I'm sorry, we didn't mean to do it. And the Father told Enoch to go back and tell them, like, no, y'all had a place in the heavens. Y'all was made, you know, these heavenly beings. Y'all had eternal life. Y'all basically had it made. And so y'all decided to go down here and go against me and tell the things of the heavens that wasn't supposed to be told, and begat wives of the women down here on this earth, and make these Nephilims that destroy the earth and stuff like that. So the Father said, no, I can't trust y'all no more. Can I forgive y'all? And let's tell you, the Father is a forgiving Father. He forgives. He's precious. He's understanding. He got the gift of forgiving, okay? But these angels had a high and mighty position that they rebuked. They went against. So it's like, how can I trust you ever again if I gave you this high and mighty title, and you already, you know, came down here and did what you did? So you can't be trusted no more. You won't be saved. Your rest of your life, the Enoch was telling them that the Father said the rest of your life will be miserable. You will have no rest. You will have no peace. And when he come back with his second big coming, he is going to send them to the pits of hell with the adversary himself. And so the book of Enoch was just basically a book stating of the Father's creation, of the heavens, the winds, the earth, the fire, where people going to go when they leave here from this earth. It was a section for the curse. It was a section for the righteousness. It was a section for the people that's still waiting for their judgment to come through, you know, that die before their time and waiting on the Father to bring judgment forth on people. And it's like different parts of the heaven, and it's basically like, I think it's like 4 parts of the heaven, and I think the highest part is the Father, But the first part is like the fallen angels. The second part is another part, third part, fourth, and so on and so on. And so basically, that's what the book of Enoch was. And at the ending here that we just saw, that after Enoch was shown everything, he was praising the Father for his creation, for his word and his plan being yes and amen. Okay? And say, I bless always the Father of glory, and I continue to bless the Father of glory, who has wrought great and glorious wonders to show the greatness of his works to the angels and to the spirits and to man. And so the Father shows us each and every day his works that he, do each and every day, guys. He shows us. And I don't know if you guys seen that flood that just happened in Texas. Like, all these floods, these disasters. And we've been reading the book of Enoch. We know the Father has control over the rain, the wind, the fire. He speaks and stuff happens. We know that there is a summer and a winter. We know that the winter comes at the same time every year. We know the summer comes at the same time every year. And we know that the Father sit high and look low. We know that this is his creation. So the book of Enoch explains the Father's creation of the earth and the heavens. Not only does it describe the heavens, but it describes the earth, the rain, the wind, the fire, the land, the birds, the bees, the trees, okay? And so the book of Enoch is very interesting. It's just like, and it also shows the main thing, the reason why I think they took the book of Enoch out of there is because they didn't, these people, these wrongdoers of this world who messed up the Father's world and earth, they didn't want to keep living. They really didn't want people to keep, announcing and pronouncing their judgment that's going to come about and to come unto them for the things that they have done, because the Father said his wrath, his judgment will come upon the people of this earth who, just did anything, who just, came against the Father's chosen ones, his children, stir his people away, who lied, who took stuff out the Bible. The book of Enoch tells the judgments that's going to come about these people that, messed up the Father's world down here. And so I think that's one of the reasons that they took that out the Bible, is because they don't want to keep living with the fact of, the judgments that's going to come upon them. They just wanted to ignore that part. They didn't want to believe the fact that the Father's wrath is his wrath. Vengeance is his, said the Father. Vengeance is his, said the Father. So I think they didn't want to live with the fact that the Father, and they didn't want to believe that the Father was going to come back down here and do what he said he was going to do. And that's pay punishment and judgment to the wrongdoers of this earth. And so I feel like they took that out of the Bible so that they can go on with their plan and lead a lot of people astray, like they did in this world. They led a lot of people astray. A lot of people. By taking the Father's name out of the Bible. By translating his name. If the Father's name is his name, why would you translate it to something else? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense for them to translate anything. If the Father spoke Hebrew, why ain't the Bible in Hebrew? I don't want to hear nothing about, we didn't know Hebrew. No, just like we learn English, it's like we had to come over and learn English. We could have been learning our normal language, which is Hebrew. There's no excuse for why they took that Bible and switched it up to Greek acknowledges, okay? There's no excuse. And so with that being said, y'all, this is sequel 10 of the book of Enoch. And like I said, if you have not seen the other sequels of the book of Enoch, go back so you could be caught up and, and see why, and have the, knowing the feeling of why they took this book out of the Bible, okay? And so with that being said, y'all, I love y'all out there. I love y'all out there. And until the next time, guys, y'all already know what it is on this channel, y'all. Y'all already know what it is. Love and peace. Bye.